Have you ever wondered why food and drink at airports are so expensive? Welcome to the intriguing world of airport economics. You're about to embark on a journey that will take you behind the scenes of the bustling airport food industry. It's a realm where a simple sandwich can cost as much as a restaurant meal, and a bottle of water might be priced like a bottle of wine. The cost of airport food and drink is a puzzle that has perplexed many a traveler. The prices seem exorbitant, especially when you consider that these are often items you could purchase for a fraction of the cost elsewhere. But there's more to this story than meets the eye. This is not just about the cost of food and beverage items, it's about a complex web of factors that contribute to the final price tag. These factors range from high rental costs and logistical challenges to extensive quality and safety regulations. Airports are bustling hubs of activity, operating round the clock, dealing with customers from all over the world. This unique environment brings with it increased labor costs, limited competition, and the captive audience phenomenon. So the next time you're at an airport, biting into that pricey sandwich or sipping that costly coffee, remember you're not just paying for food and drink, you're contributing to a complex global operation that's working tirelessly to keep you fed and hydrated amidst the hustle and bustle of your journey. Let's dive deeper into these factors and unravel the mystery of these sky-high prices. Imagine having a food stall in a place buzzing with potential customers round the clock. Sounds like a dream, right? But hold on to your aprons, because this dream comes with a steep price tag. We're talking about airports, a hub of constant activity and the perfect captive market. Now picture the prime real estate that these food and beverage outlets occupy. Airports charge a premium for these spaces. And we're not just talking about a slight markup. The rental costs in airports are sky high, often several times more than what you'd pay in a regular city location. These costs are then naturally passed on to the customers, which is why you're shelling out a small fortune for that cup of coffee or sandwich. Hence, the price you pay isn't just for the food or drink, but also for the very space it occupies. So, the next time you buy a sandwich at the airport, remember, you're also paying for the space it occupies. Getting your favorite snack to your airport terminal isn't as simple as it seems. Imagine a labyrinth, but instead of walls, you have flight schedules, airport security, and a myriad of regulations. That's the logistical challenge faced by vendors to deliver food and beverages to airport terminals. Firstly, they need to align their delivery schedules with flight times, which isn't a 9-to-5 job, it's a round-the-clock operation. Then, there's the security clearance. Every single item, from a box of strawberries to a bottle of water, needs to pass through stringent security checks. Time-consuming, yes, but necessary. And let's not forget the regulations, local, national, and international. Vendors need to comply with all of them, which often means additional paperwork and costs. Plus, they have to manage these logistics in a space-constrained environment where every square foot counts. So the journey of your airport pizza slice isn't just from the oven to your table. It's a journey through a logistical labyrinth, and that comes at a cost. Ever thought about the safety measures your airport coffee goes through? It's a lot more than you might imagine. Airports are complex environments, and the food and drink sold within them are subject to extensive safety and quality regulations. Every sandwich, every latte, every chocolate bar has to meet stringent standards to ensure that they're safe for consumption. And these measures aren't just about checking expiration dates, oh no. They encompass everything from inspection of raw materials, to the hygiene of the preparation areas, to the training of the staff handling your food. Each of these steps adds a layer of cost, and these costs, they inevitably trickle down to the price tag you see on your meal. So the next time you're sipping on that airport coffee, remember that it's not just any coffee. It's a brew that has passed through a gauntlet of checks and balances. Your airport coffee isn't just a cup of joe, it's a cup of rigorous safety standards. Who serves you at the airport at 3 a.m.? Let's dive into this labor cost conundrum. Airports operate round the clock, and so do the food and drink outlets within them. This means that staff need to be on hand at all hours, and that doesn't come cheap. In addition to the standard wages, there are premium rates for those working unsocial hours. And remember, it's not just about serving food. It's a complex operation that requires specialized training. Staff need to understand food safety regulations, customer service, and even how to handle the pressure of a busy airport environment. These factors, combined with the high turnover rates typical in the hospitality industry, mean that training is an ongoing expense. It's a bit like a game of chess where every move comes with a cost. The round-the-clock service at airports comes with a cost, and it's part of your bill. Ever felt trapped at an airport with limited choices to eat or drink? Well, you're not alone. This is what we call the captive audience effect. Airports are not exactly bustling with a variety of restaurants or cafes, and this lack of competition gives the existing food and drink outlets a sort of monopoly. With fewer options to choose from, these outlets can charge premium prices for their products. Now, it's not that they are trying to rip you off intentionally. It's just the nature of the business in such environments. Airports are transient spaces where people are often in a rush or waiting for extended periods. This makes them a captive audience. They have to eat or drink something, and they're likely to pay a little more for the convenience of getting it right there. So, next time you're buying that overpriced sandwich at the airport, remember, in the world of airport food, lack of choice means a heavier wallet drain. Ever noticed how your airport food is packaged? There's an entire world behind that plastic wrap that never crosses our minds. Airports have to adhere to stringent safety and environmental regulations when it comes to packaging and waste disposal. And these rules aren't just about keeping your sandwich safe, they're about preserving our planet too. Imagine the volume of waste generated by thousands of passengers every day. Each sandwich wrapper, coffee cup, and plastic spoon has to be disposed of in an environmentally responsible manner. This means airports must invest in high-quality, often pricey packaging that's easier to recycle or compost, and in waste disposal systems that comply with strict regulations. But it doesn't stop there. The cost of managing this waste, from collection to disposal, also comes with a hefty price tag. This includes the wages of the workers involved and the cost of the equipment used. Every bit of packaging and the cost of disposing it safely adds up to your final bill. Ever bought a snack at the airport despite its high price? It's not just you. This is where the concept of price inelasticity comes into play. Price inelasticity refers to a phenomenon where the demand for a product or service does not significantly change despite fluctuations in its price. In the context of airports, food and drink are considered necessities, especially for those long-haul flights or unexpected delays. Here's a scenario. You're stuck at the airport, your stomach starts to rumble, and the only options available are those pricey airport eateries. What do? More often than not, you'll pay the high price for that sandwich or coffee. That's because your need for food and drink is inelastic. It doesn't change based on the price. This lack of sensitivity to price changes allows airport vendors to charge higher prices without losing customers, contributing to the overall high cost of food and drink. At airports, high prices don't necessarily mean fewer buyers. A sip of your airport latte takes you through a world of taxes and international standards. You see, airports are a hotbed of international activity. Food and beverage vendors here must adhere to stringent international standards, which can drive up costs. These standards ensure that the sandwich you bought in New York tastes the same in Tokyo. They are a guarantee of quality and safety, but do come at a price. Now let's talk taxes. Airports are often subject to high taxes and levies. These costs inevitably trickle down to the consumer, inflating the price of your airport meal. From value-added tax to airport-specific levies, these charges can significantly impact the final price tag. Moreover, products imported for sale at airports often come with their own set of customs duties and import taxes, further inflating prices. So the next time you're sipping on that latte, remember, your airport latte is a cocktail of taxes, levies, and international standards. Ever wondered how economic downturns affect your airport food bill? When the economy takes a nosedive, businesses, including airport vendors, feel the squeeze. Think of it as a domino effect. The first domino to fall is often consumer spending. As people tighten their belts, they travel less, impacting airlines and airports. This trickles down to the vendors who rely on these travelers for their sales. Furthermore, during an economic downturn, the cost of goods and services can increase due to inflation. This forces vendors to shell out more money for their ingredients and supplies, leading to higher prices on your food tray. And let's not forget about the currency exchange rates. They fluctuate during an economic downturn, which can make importing those exotic ingredients for your airport sushi more expensive. So the next time you're biting into that pricey airport sandwich, remember, in times of economic distress, your airport food bill might just get a bit heftier. There you have it, folks. All these elements combine to create the perfect storm that results in that pricey sandwich or coffee at the airport. It's a complex web of factors, each contributing to the final bill you receive at the airport cafe. So the next time you're at an airport, you'll know the story behind that pricey sandwich or coffee. Until next time, safe travels.